Whew. People, that melanin hitting different today. What's going on? Happy Saturday. Now, earlier today I received some feedback, dare I say critique, on one of the petitions that I helped create, specifically the change.org / Haiti Day USA petition from a gentleman who shall remain nameless, but I really appreciate the question and the critique nonetheless. So here we go. Let's explain. All right, now, so one. You're like a dream come true. No, I'm just joking. No, but seriously, I really appreciate you supporting the change.org / We Are All Haitians because that would go towards pushing and bringing awareness, but pushing for the remunerations, which is money back for money which was essentially stolen from the early Haitian government, which helped to essentially bankrupt them and lead to a lot of these things. So I appreciate you for that. But I will say that I do believe you're a bit nearsighted in the way you not only neglect history, but neglect how other groups of people over time get their respect, right? Because we're not waiting on any supermen or superwomen, no presidents to save us, right? We're supposed to be doing it ourselves. But I'm contending that there should be a strategic and a patient and disciplined way that we move, as opposed to the handouts and stuff like that. All right, so this gentleman says, Wendy, I'm with the first one, but the Haitian Day USA sounds a bit silly. Wanting another country to devote a day to recognize you. I'm Haitian American. I'm born and raised, never lived anywhere else. So, contrary to what you believe, this is my country. I don't know where you're from, but this is my country. Our ancestors helped build it. Yeah, so wanting another country to devote a day to recognize you, like a lot of different cultures do. How much were you taught about Mexicans? And I can go down a list of people, Irish, Italian. How much were you taught about them in public school? I'll wait. Now, how much were you taught about Africans? Anything before slavery? Okay, so why not do it in our own country? I've never lived in Haiti, and Haiti never existed before slavery. The major point that I want to get across through these petitions and through bringing people like you up to speed or bringing awareness is that these places, Haiti, Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, didn't exist prior to slavery. We're a lot more similar than you think to every other heavily melanated person on this hemisphere. Okay, my friend. So, if we come together instead of trying to divide, if we just come together, and by the way, guys, this is a free signature. There's chess moves that we're trying to make here, but I'll slowly break it down. If we come together as people of Haitian descent and actually support each other, you know, slavery, they bred us to, they bred us to go against each other, hate, especially if we don't understand something or we fear something. Look at all the slave revolts. Look at all the attempts. They always use us. Look at Nat Turner. Look at Marcus Garvey, Malcolm, Martin. All right, so one of the key points is if we're able to come together again and get a national holiday to recognize those Africans that we now call Haitians and all the achievements that they have made. Please read up on your history. Look up the Louisiana Purchase and why it happened. Yeah, there was a lot of strategy on the U.S.'s part, taking advantage of France in their weak state, but Haitians, those Africans did that. Without the Louisiana Purchase, the United States does not expand west. It just does not. And we look a lot more like Canada, where other countries have a piece of the pie. I love America. Personally, I think with discipline, strategy, and patience, #DSP, I think there's a far way we can go. We can help expedite a lot of the change that's already happening in our country and in our world. Maybe I'm an eternal optimist. But hey, not only the Louisiana Purchase, which a lot of people bring up, I mean, I hope people at least know that. Because we learned that in school, we just don't learn the African part. But you got Venezuela, who Haiti was crucial in helping. I mean, the flag of Venezuela was drafted on Haitian soil. But all the other places Haiti attempted to help or helped, the U.S. and all the colonial powers. But yes, the U.S. and the other colonial powers at the time, I don't got time for a history lesson, but those other colonial powers at the time did their best to prevent these Africans who decided to be the Avengers of the New World at the time and were going around literally saving and attempting to save people, including the Dominican Republic, the place right next to it. But yeah, those actions alone deserve recognition. Yes, in this country. Yes, in this country. Now, with the national holiday fought for and well-deserved and put in place, we can, and that's through Congress, by the way, but we can then go about pushing for it to be included in curriculum all around the country, in public schools. All right? So 10 years of that, everybody's learning about what the Africans did, or they're at least included in the Louisiana Purchase, because they teach us that, they just don't teach us about the Africans again. But 15, 20 years down the line, a Haitian kid won't have to hang their head or get bullied like people like me and people I know were bullied and had to fight, you know what I mean? But they won't be bullied in 20 years and 10 years. In 15 years, a little white kid will understand fully that Africans weren't just slaves. Africans were doing things. Africans were making moves. Now, from there, who's to say we don't push for Timbuktu? Who's to say we don't push for Mali? Who's to say we don't push for Songhai? They just started telling us about Mansa Musa. You get where I'm going here? My guy. And with all due respect, I don't know you, but with all due respect, we have to start moving strategically, all right? I'm glad you asked the question. It just came off a little spicy. But hey, man, I love you, brother. I don't even know you, but I love you. And it's a long fight. We need that patience and we need that strategy. And we definitely need that discipline, all right? Definitely not trying to look bad. But, man, at least this is bringing up a conversation because it is very important. But yeah, we definitely need to take a deeper look inside the mirror and a deeper look inside those books. Because unfortunately, we're not going to learn everything on the internet. And we're not going to learn everything if white people are teaching it. Look, guys, thank you for watching. But again, that's www.change.org/Haiti Day USA. And the second one is www.change.org/We Are All Haitians. Guys, support. Please keep asking questions. But there's gonna be an answer, and I'm hoping that I didn't offend the young brother or sister. Yeah. So and this is no declaration of war or anything like that. This is just strategy. We got to start taking our cues from those that came before us and actually making some shit move for real. Like the national holiday, I already explained, but it'll go a long way. It'll go a long way. It's just one step. If you play chess, you should understand that. But hey, love y'all, man.